Thank you very much. It's an honor. It's an honor, and I wish you nothing but success.
That's great.
Thank you. What are you doing?
Hey,
buttering up the new owner.
Right.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Is he gone? To this week's edition of AWF Saturday Night Slam right here on TV 45. Mick Karch, along with DJ Draper, we have an outstanding 30 minutes of wrestling action for you. Give them the lineup.
All right, well, wrestling fans, we have none other than a fine, upstanding gentleman from the Isle of Chudarunga taking on our executive director here in the American Wrestling Federation, a real piece of work, a real con man, the man on the top of the Ponzi scheme with the control of the finances, none other than Tony DiNucci.
Why don't you say how you really feel? And did you call Udo a gentleman?
Well, he is. He's a fine
The
individual.
guy eats trees, for heaven's sakes.
Well, whatever it is good for him, you know, so.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'll let you go butter up the boss. Go ahead, and what else have we got going on here?
Well, we also have the All-Star Paul Brewski, a new and improved All-Star Paul Brewski taking on our AWF heavyweight champion, the Wildcat, in a big title match.
Ladies and gentlemen, a solid half hour of wrestling action. Stay with us here on TV 45.
Tony DiNucci, ladies and gentlemen, a former AWF heavyweight champion, to do battle with a man that he knows quite well, Johnny Parks. For some reason, it's one of those situations in wrestling where two people just plain don't like each other, and they never get enough of beating the holy hell out of each other. That's what you've got in the person of Udo.
Unbelievable. I got to give the tenacity to Udo here. He's been beaten pillar to post many a time by the former AWF champion. And he comes back for more. Is it thick under the skull? Does he speak English?
Well,
is he human?
He might have that mask on a little too tight.
Yes.
You know, and he keeps asking to get back into the ring with Tony DiNucci.
Well, you know, Udo here is someone who really, I don't think, can plot out a career path. I mean, I don't know, maybe he could get a coach or a manager. Can you imagine him having a manager?
Yeah, I could imagine him having a manager, a guy just like you, as a matter of fact.
I could lend some guidance to an individual like Udo.
You could. You're very similar in brain power.
What is that supposed to mean?
I'm saying you're about as barbaric and as uncivilized as he is.
Why?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm very civilized, okay? I only take limousines. I only fly in Learjets. Well, before Tony DiNucci cut my pay, I guess, but...
Well, all $10 now. Let's get to the action here. Udo taking charge over Tony DiNucci. Slinging him off there. Misses the four.
Oh, DiNucci!
I hate Tony DiNucci so much.
I think you've made that clear for the last 2 years. Look at DiNucci.
Oh!
This one could be over just as quickly. Are you kidding? Got a 1, 2.
Oh!
Wow. Almost
Unbelievable.
sent him back to the Isle of Chupalupa.
The Isle of Chudarunga.
Huh?
Okay, you can disrespect me all you want. The fans are used to it, but you do not need to respect someone like Udo, who could absolutely destroy you if he got his hands on you.
I have no doubt. I just said, you know.
So you're going to make fun of him on TV instead of saying it to his face.
I'm not making fun of the man. I'm sure that he's a big hero back at the Isle of Chimichanga. I'm sure he is.
Was that Chupa Chupa you said? Yes.
God bless you.
What is Tony DiNucci doing, taking high-risk maneuvers like that?
To the outside, DiNucci lining up the Chudarunga.
Oh, no. DiNucci with a shot.
Oh,
no.
That won't hurt him.
Okay, this kind of wrestling could be fine on the Isle of Chudarunga, but Patrick Cooper needs to get this in the ring.
DiNucci on the outside. Look at Udo. Oh, no.
That lights him up there with some savage island chops.
The size of coconuts, for Pete's sake. That's it?
That's it.
Are you kidding?
This can't be.
I count until 10. They're both out. Double
What?
Wait a second.
That's it. No one confer with the pencil about this one.
Referee Patrick Cooper's official decision
was about 2 minutes of mayhem here. I had no idea.
Oh. DeLucci's fighting back.
Oh! DeLucci lights him up on the outside of the ring, but this one is over.
And then brawling still. Ring the damn bell.
It's pointless. It's pointless to ring the bell here. This one is over. I was watching DeLucci and Udo. I did not see the referee administer the 10 count, so I apologize for looking like an idiot out here. I didn't know that he had counted. Oh no! Oh wait a minute.
Stop ringing the bell. Let this man get his punishment. I'm enjoying watching this, in fact.
I'm sure you are. Why don't you go in there and help him?
Oh, there's some blood feud between these two.
Oh, I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy! Oh boy!
Oh.
DeLucci!
Calling
What
for
is
the
the
Italian splash!
He's going to be coming in from South Philly on this one, ladies and gentlemen.
The match is over with. What is he doing? Get him to stop
Oh
this.
boy! Oh!
Patrick Cooper counts it regardless.
Well, I guess DeLucci has won in 2 straight falls.
And the crowd goes nuts for Tony DeLucci.
Incredible, ladies and gentlemen. I told you these two just plain don't like each other.
This is the kind of human being that Tony DeLucci is. The match is over. It's a double count out. He couldn't get it done inside the ring, so he needs to take it to his opponent after the bell is rung. Unbelievable.
While my broadcast colleague goes and takes a Valium and a Xanax,
Look at him.
We'll be right back.
Be sure to catch the upcoming American Wrestling Federation action when it comes to a venue near you.
Wrestling fans, my guest at this time, one of the great young lions here in the American Wrestling Federation, the all-star himself, Paul Brewski, who goes one-on-one in the ring tonight with the champ here in the AWF, the Masked Man, the Wildcat. Talk about a golden opportunity for you.
Well, thank you for that very fine introduction there, Mick Karp. Now, when the All-Star reflects on last year here in the AWF, he thinks of all the big dogs he stepped into the ring with. I was in the ring with the likes of Mitch Paradise, Black Stallion, Dorf Marius. You remember him, right?
I do.
Nah, no one does anyway. No matter how many times I gave them everything I had, they always seemed to pull out one step ahead of me. Meaning, they took the easy way out. That they would do whatever it takes to win. Now, my trainer, Greg Gagne, taught me that you never take the easy way out. That's the old school way. But the more I thought about it, that's all it is. It's old school. And then the more and more I thought about it, Karp, I've liked the thought of taking the easy way out. Doing whatever it takes to win. Because, let's face it, how many times have I gone out there smiling to everyone saying, hi, I'm the big baby guy. I go out there and I give it everything I got and I'm going to give it 110% no matter if I win or lose. Ah, blah, puke, barf. I don't want to deal with it anymore. From now on, things are going to be done my way. The All-Star way. And tonight?
Well, you know what? We're going to cut you off right here. Ladies and gentlemen, you can talk about tonight all you want. I don't know what got into you. And by the way, my name's not Karp. Ladies and gentlemen, the All-Star, Paul Brewski. Any final words?
Hey, you look like a Karp, that's for sure.
The AWF Championship is on the line, ladies and gentlemen, as the Wildcat, who is proving to be just an incredible standard bearer for the AWF.
The pinnacle, to say none the least there, Slick Mick. This is what AWF's all about. Look at the athletic prowess. He is an absolute phenom and probably the top of the ladder here in the AWF. The heavyweight champion Wildcat. Behold.
And I got to tell you, in talking as the Wildcat soaks up the cheers of the crowd here. In talking to Paul Bruschi, the All-Star, a little bit earlier on this evening, what in the world a complete change of attitude in this young man. All of a sudden, he's been dissed by the promoters. He's been screwed over by wrestlers. He's lost it.
I think I've seen a turn in this young man too, and from what I hear in the rumors in the locker room, down the line is that he's not getting the title shots. He was playing by the rules. As soon as he turned around, look what happens. He gets a shot at the AWF heavyweight champion.
Just that quickly.
Are you suggesting some sort of impropriety that has gone on with Paul Bruschi? I think you're imputing the gentleman's motives. That's very unbecoming of a broadcast professional like you. Oh wait, you're no broadcast professional. You're barely a pro wrestler these days.
You hold me back, Slick Nick.
You know what? I'm not going to hold you back because I'm going to get out of the way and buy a ticket and see you clock this goofball.
I'll knock that Mount Vesuvius sit that's on the top of that bulbous head of yours.
But I don't have a sit.
Yeah.
You know,
that comes from those donuts. Yeah. Pat that away.
Easy. Don't pop that sit.
Blind me with the projectile that come from that. Anyway, let's get to the match. It's more important than your zit. Paul Bruschi, Wildcat.
What a break for Paul Bruschi. Now, we've watched him. Wait a minute. You know, we watched Bruschi develop over the last several months here in the American Wrestling Federation, but this change in him, in the attitude, I don't know where this came from, but it's overnight, and he has vowed, he has guaranteed that he will take the measure of our AWF heavyweight champion, the Wildcat.
And the Wildcat reversing the crowd here, going pose for pose with Bruschi.
Look at Bruschi.
Cat's flying.
Quiet.
I beg your pardon?
Paul Bruschi would like these people, I'm sure, to just be quiet a little bit so we can concentrate. Heck, I'd like to concentrate a little bit.
Well, that'll be a sight. Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Burst that other vein on the other side of your head. Wow. Anyway, the bell's going, and we're having a way.
The AWF Championship is on the line, ladies and gentlemen. If you're just joining us from a jam-packed to the rafters, standing room only crowd at Hutchinson High School in Hutchinson, Minnesota. This is what the AWF is all about. We're taking a look around. There's not an empty seat in here, Johnny Parks.
Packed to the rafters. This is what it's all about. Like I say, every week here on Channel 45, Saturday Night Slam, forget everyone else. Forget WWE. Forget TNA. AWF is where it's right at.
Wait, did you just commit a trademark infringement? I think Tony DiNucci's going to be sued, and I welcome that.
Yeah, why don't you get him your attorney?
That's absolutely, if you could bail him out first.
Oh, look at Bruschi.
Getting the upper hand here kind of early on. I like it.
Yeah,
look at Bruschi using referee Patrick Cooper as a human shield here for all the posturing and all the pompous and arrogance that Bruschi brings to the ring. I'd like to see him lock up with the Wildcat here. Start a wrestling match. There's a novel idea.
Here we go. The Cat's about to give him a lesson. And a go behind and a takedown. And Bruschi's to the mat and the crowd goes wild. Cinching it in. Bruschi to his feet.
And you know what? We can't take away from the talents of Paul Bruschi.
You better
not.
not.
Mean to. The guy is a great athlete. He's a great wrestler. There's no question about it. He mentioned earlier on that one of his trainers is AWA legend Greg Gagne.
Oh, a great lineage and a great... Oh, it's a quick count. Only a two. Looks like even with that background training that Paul Bruschi has, the Cat is giving him a bit of a lesson too.
Well, come on here. We got some great amateur wrestling chops from Paul Bruschi, and I should know, I competed as an amateur here in this very gymnasium.
You're still an amateur.
Oh, arm ringer for arm ringer, and the Cat is taken over.
Great pressure there by the Cat.
I don't know of anybody, Johnny Parks, that is more technically, scientifically sound than the AWF champion, the Wildcat. This guy is an absolute master of his craft.
Master of 10,000 holds. He's just working around Bruschi and just taught him 10 in the last 5 seconds. Amazing. Top wrist lock here. Applying the pressure on, and Bruschi's complaining to the ref.
Wait a minute. Bruschi complained that the hair was being used there, and when referee Patrick Cooper went around to check, it was Bruschi with a yank of the mask of the Wildcat.
You said hair. I believe Wildcat's wearing a mask, therefore...
Why don't you look at the tape when you get home, look at the tape, listen to what I said, and realize you made another mistake.
You said hair. I'm following along quite nicely, and can we get these brats behind me to stop chanting Wildcat? Good.
They paid their hard-earned money.
They're 8 years old. They didn't earn a single cent.
Their folks paid it. Wait a minute. Oh, big shoulder tackle on the part of Paul Bruschi.
Nice
Over
agility.
the top. Look at the cat. Oh, my. Oh, my. How good is this guy? Look at the Wildcat. Oh, man. He is so fluid in that ring.
Quickly able to transition from maneuver to maneuver into a cover of the hook of the leg.
Oh,
You know,
so close.
I'm going to address this to you, Johnny Parks, because you understand the wrestling business as opposed to the guy next to me. Wildcat, there's a combination of tiger mask and mil mascarisque in this guy. He's that kind of a smooth, high-flying competitor.
Like liquid mercury. Oh, and a cheap shot from
Just
behind.
Pearl Hardiman. I love it.
Brewski for the cover.
Can you imagine, and you know, I guess I have to talk to the AWF hierarchy. I don't understand how Brewski elevated himself to the top rung of the ladder here to get a shot at the Wildcat.
I tell you, if you want to answer to that question, look to your left.
What?
Wait a
What?
minute.
Yeah.
Were you pulling some strings to
Yeah.
get Paul Brewski?
I'm a mover
title?
and a shaker around here, but what I do
You're
is
shaking
my
the earth
business.
every time you breathe.
Oh, knock it off and pay attention to the action in the ring. Irish
River and
whip here,
Gibber.
far side. Wildcat coming off the rope. Big elbow smash there from Paul Brewski. If you're not going to call the moves, I will. Look at that talent.
I got
right
your
there.
saliva in my eye
Oh,
again.
he's down for the cover. One,
And a cover
two.
by Brewski. Not enough.
Look at Paul Brewski says it's a 3
Oh,
count, and now there's
straight
a
to the
blatant
throat.
chokehold right in front of referee Patrick Cooper.
What's Cooper trying to do? He's just being a fascist inside that ring.
Fascist. The man is counting an illegal
That,
chokehold.
that was the slowest count I've ever seen.
Being a fascist, leave his political views out of this. You and I both know that he's got a screw loose when it comes to politics. But, nonetheless,
Listen to these people so rudely communicate their feelings to Paul Brewski.
oh, and they're loving you here tonight, too.
They do.
Wow, I'll bet.
Brewski to the midsection with a big right hand. I tell you what I see here is two finely conditioned athletes. We're about 4 minutes into the match, and it's back and forth. Oh!
Clothesline nowhere for the Wildcat to go. He was pinned in the corner there, and Brewski came in with that shot. Oh!
Good, solid fundamentals from Brewski.
Russian leg sweep. Head bounced off the canvas. Count of two.
Had the hook of the leg, just couldn't get it done.
And Brewski needs to realize this is the AWF heavyweight champion. You ain't going to pin him with a Russian leg sweep. You got to hit him with everything and the kitchen sink.
Here he comes, though. Everything right there. Big,
You know,
big
Brewski,
right hand.
Very, very arrogant, no question about it. But like you said, Johnny Parks. Oh, look at Wildcat. Oh, face first to the canvas. Look at the cat. Look at this man.
Oh, no.
Has he got him? Got a 1, 2.
Oh,
wow.
so close.
So
Wow.
very close.
Brewski better not take his eye off the ball here. This is a championship match. He may never get another one. Oh,
Good ring presence from Brewski.
And another cover by Brewski.
Oh,
And Patrick Cooper out of position.
very
yet
out
again.
of position. I think he should be sent packing. Let's get Rob Page back here. Can we please?
I've never heard you advocate for Rob Page, ever.
I am now.
Kicks to the rear section there of the hamstrings of the Wildcat. It looks like the game from Brewski now is to ground that athletic ability from our AWF champion.
This crowd solidly behind the Wildcat. And again, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, we're at Hutchinson High School, Hutchinson, Minnesota. It is a standing room only sellout crowd for the action of the American Wrestling Federation. And look at Brewski. Now he's methodical in his attack on the champ.
Pulling him up by his mask again after that savage face plant. Brewski at this stage looks to me like he doesn't really care about a victory, but more than hurting the Wildcat.
Well, that's going to be a mistake.
Here we go.
Look at Brewski.
Sending him
Oh.
for the ride. Come on, Brewski. Here he's going to do it.
Side
Capitalize.
salto slam there by Brewski.
Brewski's got to capitalize. Come on.
Cover him, Brewski. That's the AWF champion.
Talk about the arrogance and the conceit of Brewski. Why don't you
No.
write him a letter?
No, he's in the zone right now. He's in the zone.
He's in the
He's
zone.
sizing
He's
him up.
Get the job done, Brewski.
Yeah, so don't posture about it for 2 weeks. Get in there and do something.
Oh.
In behind.
Uh,
Brewski.
Reversal.
The crossface chicken wing didn't work.
Oh, wait a minute. Cat with him.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
got
there
it.
we go.
He sits it in.
I told him.
He's
It's
trying
a
to
chicken
get.
wing.
I told him to use that move.
You didn't tell him anything.
Nothing. You don't even know what that is. It's
gonna-
food to you.
He's going to be the champion. He's
Boy,
going to be
talk
the
about
champion.
Shades of Bob Backlund.
Oh, it's got the crossface on.
It's over.
The cat's hand won.
We have a new champ.
This could be it.
No one gets out of the crossface chicken wing.
Oh,
the
wait a
cat's
minute.
firing up. Uh-oh.
Paul Brewski was a drop of an arm away of capturing the AWF Heavyweight Championship.
Oh, an elbow to the midsection. The Cat's firing up, the crowd's behind him.
Look at Cat! Oh!
Suplex!
Oh, out of nowhere.
Both men on the mat. First one to the feet.
There is a lot of wear and tear and a lot of starch that has been taken out of the champ, and look at him!
He's to his feet.
Oh, catches him with that spinning heel kick to the midsection, to the sternum, right to the head.
The Cat is now playing with him. This is the AWF Heavyweight Champion.
Oh no!
Devastating. Just devastating from the Wildcat.
I think he knocked that ponytail off his head. Look at the Wildcat. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, how beautiful is that? From the top. That is it. Wildcat with perhaps the ultimate moonsault in this business. I'll tell you what, he nailed Paul Brewski, full throttle, 215 pounds, right across the sternum.
I gotta say, we saw a lot from Paul Brewski tonight, though, and we're not gonna see the last of him. I know down the line he's gonna get championship title shots.
Hey, newsflash, he lost.